Hey guys, today I want to show you what I think is the most versatile lockdown build on 2K. This build is able to do pretty much everything. So I took it to the Rush event to basically try it out. So I won about maybe 5 or 6, and I just got bored. So I just got a couple of clips from the games I played today. I'm going to show about 3 different gameplays. This first game I'm playing with a big interior force. And I think the other 2 games I'm playing with smaller builds. Just you can see how versatile the build is. So first possession, as you can see, this guy is just sagging off. It's green. The reason is that I think a lot of people kind of get confused because my build is called a facilitating finisher, and it's got a lockdown badge, so they kind of think you can only finish the ball, I suppose. But right here, he faked me out, but he got the ball, and look right back, he's trying to post me up. He missed it straight away. The Bills got really good defense. Again, he's sitting in the paint, and just like a bum, I bricked the shot. So what I'm gonna do is learn from that. The good thing about this build is every shot that you miss, it is completely on you. So right there, I got white, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, this guy really thinks I can't shoot, and I'm just basically got lucky. So I need to show him that it wasn't luck. And right here, I got a green. Um, the reason I'm actually making this video is I see a lot of people that make lockdown builds. They kind of make the pure lock build, which is called a two-way slasher. And I don't necessarily agree with that build because for a lot of them, depending on how you know what you want to do or how you want to make it. They kind of make it with very very low ball handling. A lot of pure locks they have like insane defense, but then that's about it. It really depends on what you want to do. But for me personally, especially the fact that 2K is coming to an end, even without 2K coming to an end, um, I just like the fact that I want to be able to do more than one thing. I don't want to be just a defender on the team. I want to be able to do more than just play defense. And as you can see right here, I am just absolutely just destroying this player because he doesn't know what to do anymore. As you can see, I've got strong inside finishing. Back to the point I was making. A lot of people that make defensive builds, they go for the pure lock, and there's nothing wrong with that. But again, look how deep that shot is. There's nothing wrong with making a pure lock build, absolutely not. But for me personally, I just get really bored playing just defense. I want to be able to do more. And right here, he gave up. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna end the game. But like I was saying, I love to play more than just defense. Sort of sit in the corner. You only get what 4 shooting badges on a small forward pure lock, and maybe if you like that, that's up to you. But personally, I want to be able to do more. And again, just to show how versatile this build is, going up against a two-way, also Superstar 3. Very, very interesting. That game was actually quite interesting, actually. I'm not going to cut out any of the clips because I want you guys to be able to see, the defensive side of the build and also the offensive side of the build. And just sort of see, if this build is right for yourself personally. As this is the first game, he has possession. He just got a jammy animation, but that's 2K. We'll let him have it. I'm just gonna talk about his gameplay for a little bit, just to analyze what's going on. So he's a two-way slashing playmaker. They don't have the best, shooting. They can shoot if you play with a really good two-way slashing playmaker, but I'm just gonna let him shoot as much as I can. As you can see, he missed the shot, and right again, look, they all sag off my build because they think I can't shoot. And that's the very good thing about this build. It takes them by surprise. They don't see it because there's not a lot of my build. The way I made this build was very, very different. Again, inside finishing. The way I made my build was very, very different to the generic way of that everyone makes it. It is the defending and the shooting pie chart. But I made it. I made it twice. The first one I made didn't have a lot of playmaking badges, and I saw the potential of the build when I made it the first time. So I was like, I'm gonna remake this build right here. If I was that guy, I would be completely annoyed. That is a heavily contested shot on a defensive build I went in. Yeah, but the first one I made, had great defense, but then that was about it, and great shooting as well. Don't get me wrong. My other two-way build could also shoot, but I wanted to do more than just I saw the potential of the build, and right there, just a nasty block for me. Um, I saw the potential of the build. I was like, I'm gonna think about this build and kind of take my time making it. So I sat down, kind of thought about it, and I remade it. And this is what it looks like. It's very fast, as you can see. This is more than your typical lockdown. And at this point, I'm just bricking my shots. But it's all good. You get to see the defensive side of things, and probably makes this guy think, I was making lucky shots early in the game. Maybe free me up a couple more times on the three. Right here, look, I just pushed him out of bounds. That's another defensive build. and I just completely just sent him out the way. At this point, I was thinking, okay, I need to end the game because this guy really thinks he can sort of guard up. And right here, I got him. Finish the ball. Like the dunks are vicious in the build. The shooting is amazing. Defense is amazing. So for people out there that you're thinking of making a lockdown build, I would highly recommend making this build. Right here, look, he's completely sagged off me. If I miss the shots on a three, it is completely my fault. It's not the build because the build can shoot lights out. Still leave you on the three, you can shoot 7 for 7, 8 for 8, depending, what sort of game mode you're playing. I'm a mainly play rec with the build, but I just came to the rush event to see it. But the build can be great on twos. You can play threes with it. You can play 5v5 with it. You can be the main lockdown on your team. You can be the secondary ball handler. You can be the main shooter for your team. Again, just a bad shot selection for me. But I had my badge. I was like, let me just play some defense. Again, just stole it right back. And I ran out of bounds like an idiot. But yeah, for a lot of people, they make the pure lock build, and I personally don't like the build. The two-way slashing playmaking build, I actually, I think it's very decent. It's probably alongside this build that I have, probably the two best lockdown build you can make on the game. And there's a ton of two-way slashing playmakers, but there's not a lot of my build, which is the problem that I have. Obviously, the more of my build there is, the harder it is for obviously my PG or me personally, because I do handle the ball sometimes. But I want to be able to see people make good builds in this game. And at this point, 2K20 is pretty much coming to an end. We've got a couple more months left. I think 2K21 is delayed, but even if it doesn't, if you're thinking of making a pure lockdown build, I would highly recommend looking at my build. And obviously, it is not the greatest showing right now because I am just missing. But it all gets good. It's just to sort of show you the defensive side of things, just to, prove that not only can this build shoot the ball, it is a great, offensive build as well. At this point, my controller died, so I was just panicking. I was like, oh my god, I need to shoot the ball, and he wasn't leaving me open, so I just shot. But the good thing about the build is it gives you the confidence because I can lose the ball and I'm not that bothered, about, like, oh, I'm not going to get the ball back out. Sometimes I'm actually quite happy to lose the ball because then it shows me, I've got to play defense a bit. So like in terms of the lockdown builds in the game as well, the one I was talking about earlier with the pure lockdown, a lot of people that make the pure lockdown, I've seen people make pure lockdown with like a 59 open three, and I'm thinking, why would you want to make a build that has a 59 open three? Don't get me wrong, the way 2K is this year, you can green your shots consistently with a 59 open three because you get 4 shooting badges on the build, but you're quite limited in terms of where you can shoot, when you can shoot, those kind of things. With the build that I have, it doesn't matter where I am on the court. I can be in the corner, I can be at the top, I can be handling the ball, I can come off a dribble. It is just consistent in terms of the shooting as well, and the inside finishing, as you can see, it is amazing. Again, this is just a different gameplay against a smaller build, just to show you, how what kind
Slapped a
what.
superstar free two-way slasher, mate.
Yep, that was my reaction when I won that game. But yeah, it just shows you different kind of level of different plays that you can play. You can guard. I wouldn't recommend, especially the way I made this build. It's not really the best big defender. Don't get me wrong. If you go up against too many interior force that are 99 overall, eventually they will sort of get you. But the build can stand its own. So if you play twos, you want to switch to the center. The build can absolutely do that. If you're playing threes, you want to switch the ball. The build can cause enough trouble to the point where it's not a consistent bucket for the other team. I also think in terms of this build, you just have way more fun with it. You can do everything. You can dunk the ball, you can dribble, which is essentially what everyone wants to do. Right now, I'm just sort of talking in the background. I'm just kind of waiting. I was kind of tired at this point because I just want to be able to get things over. I've played like 12 games in a row. I haven't lost, I just kept on playing and kept on playing. Like I said, I'm just showing you guys a couple of clips from the games that I played today because I don't want to show you guys too many videos because that would be too long. But I'll show one more game play against another interesting build. I actually like this build. I actually think the build I'm playing against next is actually a very good twos build. So like my build with that build I'm playing it with right now would be a very good combination to have on a two. Uh, I believe I'm playing a pass first wing, which is basically the playmaking glass, but it's at small forward. So if you know what the playmaking glass is, it's basically the defending and playmaking pie chart, but he made it at the power forward. Right now, I'm just kind of curious, who's this guy? This is my reaction to the guy.
Pass first point. Oh, I know what build this is. Bro, 2K is giving me the sweatiest players, fam. They don't want me to. They'll give me another two-way lock, fam.
Yeah, that was my reaction. Another, so I played.
This is another superstar 2's pass first wing, fam.
Yeah, back-to-back gameplays. Again, I don't know why people do this on this build. You know, first possession, they always sag off. You always catch them off guard because look, I have Hall of Fame shooting badges. And right here, I went inside against a defensive build. He is absolutely fuming at this point. I'm just probably thinking, okay, how am I supposed to guard this guy? Again, I could have shot that. Just kind of testing how, yeah, this is just wide open and green again.
That's playmakers. They get like bad, like shooting badges. You're saying, especially the pure ones.
Just ignore me. I'm just ranting about another build whilst I'm in the game.
I don't miss. My build don't definitely don't miss. I have Hall of Fame badges.
And that is the truth.
Like, they keep leaving me.
That is the truth. My build does not miss. You know, if I miss, it's just, you know, a lack of concentration or just a bad shot. Like, I shouldn't have taken it. But this build can 100% green every single shot in the game. But yeah, this is just for a lot of people. You know, if you're kind of thinking, what build should I make? You know, what kind of lockdown build should I make? I want to be able to do a lot more than just play defense. This is certainly the build for you. As you can see, I'm very fast with the ball. I lost the ball right here, but it's great because then you guys can see the defense. I'm very confident with the build. Like I said, playing the clamps. I don't know what he was doing. Got the ball back. It's just the confidence. And now it's just like I'm getting easy buckets and he's struggling to get buckets against my build, and we're both lockdowns. You know, obviously he's got the playmaking takeover, but it's a lockdown build.
Fucking so-called sweats.
Again, just. Because the thing about the build is, like, because I can shoot threes, it just gives me so much confidence. That is an early shot. That was just, oh my god, I don't know what kind of timing that was. Again, he's trying to back me down. I've got moving truck Hall of Fame just in case I play against someone that plays like this. And again, he just got the jammiest animation. You got a green, so yeah, he had fun with that. Again, like I said, for a lot of people, if you're thinking about, you know, what kind of build you need to make, you took a contestant. I don't know what he was doing. This is definitely the you know, I think this is more versatile than a pure lock because of what you're able to do. You can do a lot more with it. You know, that's a hop step I just did. I can, you know, I sound like I'm just repeating myself because I am, because I want to see more of this build in the park. You know, I want to see more of this build in rec. I want to see more of this build.
Oh my god, I'm past this point. I'm about to win this one away.
You know, I can just do anything. Look, at this point, it's just like, bro, and I missed that.
I'm done. I missed.
Like, I was like, I didn't want to play with this guy for too long. You know, these are the kind of, like, normally when I play Rush and I know I've won the game, I kind of just mess about, just so I can play a little bit more defense. But right here, I was thinking, okay,
I'm in the game. How can I leave? I don't know what he's doing.
Me just ran about something else that isn't related to this game. But again, you know, he's gonna get me again on this possession. I was thinking, okay, now I need to end the ball. Now I need to end possession. So
I need to stop this guy. It's fucking 2 points, mate. That's what I need.
So at this point, he got me twice with the hop step. E4 was gonna jump. I knew it. I faked him out rather than me. So as soon as I got the ball, I was like, I'm ending this. I don't have time. Green.
Get off my court, mate. Okay.
As you can see, you know, with this build, it is just very, very consistent. I know, you know, some of you guys are probably wondering, how did you make it? The way I made it is slightly different compared to the way a lot of people make it. You can make this build in so many different ways. You can make it as a playmaking shot creator. You can make it as a two-way sharpshooter. You can make it 6'1", but my build is 6'5". I don't have minimum wingspan. So yeah, if you guys want me to sort of do like a full breakdown of how I made the build and what my process was, I can certainly do that again. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. If it's helpful, drop a like on it. If you guys want to see more videos, especially more about this build, because I've got tons of clips that I just can't be bothered to upload them. But if you guys want to see them, I can certainly upload them for you guys to see a lot more, because this build is super fun to use. I don't get bored playing the game. anymore because this build can do everything. And yeah, and that's the great thing about this build. So if you're thinking about like making a lockdown build, highly recommend this build to make. But yeah, do you have a good day, guys? Cheers.